Thank you. And
thank you.
Yeah.
So, my name is Zacharias Mitzelos, and I'm a Fedora ambassador of the Fedora project. So, today we're going to see what's Fedora. We will make an introduction to the fedora.next initiative, and we will see what's happening with the Fedora 22 release. So, what is Fedora? Fedora is a very famous Linux distribution. Forgive me. Okay. Fedora is a very famous Linux distribution. It is 100% free and open. It is innovative, as we're trying to always use the latest technologies and packages in our next Fedora release. It is very stable and it's very secure. So, the Fedora project mission says that the Fedora project mission is to lead the advancement of free and open source software and content as a collaborative community. We can better describe Fedora if we talk about its 4 foundations. So, the first foundation, it's called freedom. Everything of the project is 100% free, open, legal to use and modify, and redistributable. This includes all of our packages, our source code, our artworks, literally everything. We are 100% free and open, and we like to share that, to say that. So, the next foundation is friends. Fedora is supported by a very big community. We have more than 5,000 active contributors all around the world, and each and every one of them have something to give to Fedora. Although we are sponsored by Red Hat, we are fully community-driven. The next feature is called, the next foundation is called features. Fedora is always innovative and always includes the latest packages and software, and stable software can get it hands-on in every release. We are committed to technical excellence. We have upstream collaboration, and our features are eventually adopted by others. So that's why we like to be first. We don't wait for others to do the heavy lifting for us. But instead, we are the first that include all the latest technologies in our next release. And we do that by having a rapid release cycle, which is about every 5 or 6 months. So we have, at this moment, we have 3 different products. That's the workstation for desktop users, server, and cloud. But we also have different flavors of Fedora. That is Fedora Spins. Fedora Spins are alternative versions of Fedora, tailored for various types of users via hand-picked applications and via hand-picked application packages and customizations. So we also support KDE5, XFCE, LXD, and Mate. We also have a security spin, an electronic lab that aims to engineers, a design suite for designers, and a game spin. And of course, we also have a jam spin for musicians, robotics, and we also support Sugar on a Stick. With every Fedora release, we also release a Fedora ARM version, and we also have our very own Fedora remix, which is a customized version of Fedora to run on Raspberry Pi. And of course, we support secondary architectures such as PowerPC. So, if any of these sound interesting, you can get Fedora at getfedora.org, or you can stop by our booth right at Saudi Amphitheater and grab a CD, or we can help you with that. Okay, so let's move on and talk about fedora.next. Fedora.next is a new initiative that aims, that will form the way Fedora works and operates in the upcoming years. It's actually an umbrella for all the changes that we do with Fedora. Although it's still in development, many things have already been implemented. So, the biggest change in Fedora that happened with Fedora.next is that we created 3 different products. So, from Fedora 21 and so forth, we release 3 different products with every release. That is the Fedora Workstation for desktop users, Fedora Server and Fedora Cloud. So products are not spins. Spins, as we said earlier, are secondary versions of Fedora. But when you try to download Fedora, you're asked which product would you prefer. That would be workstation, server, or cloud. Each product has its own working group. That is the people that are responsible for the development of the specific product. A different target audience, of course. Another audience has the server product, and another audience has the workstation product. A different mission statement, a different release cycle. For example, in workstation product, we have we release a new version every 5 or 6 months, while in the server product, that could be 8 or 9 months. And of course, every product has its different governance model. So why we should do that? Fedora is always about change. We were actually moving forward without looking around. So with fedora.next, we have a more specific way, and we can control all the changes that we do with Fedora. And of course, with fedora.next, there is a voice for server, and we can focus on workstation. So with fedora.next, we have 5 working groups at the moment. We have the workstation, the server, and the cloud, as we said earlier. And we also have the environments and stacks working group for all the different environments that we support in Fedora. We also have a base design working group for, let's say, the common Fedora core that all the products are based on. So right now, we're going to see some Fedora 22 features. Fedora 22 is going to be released in 1 week. That is 26th of May on Tuesday. We're currently on beta for many weeks now. And we're finally releasing Fedora 22 next week. So at Workstation, we will include the latest GNOME 3.16 version. We will also have Wayland at the login screen, replacing the X windowing system. We have improved the Nautilus file manager has been improved to use G actions from the deprecated GTK Actions API for a more smooth and better experience. Also, the installation of GStreamer, codecs, fonts can now be handled via the GNOME Software Center. And we also have an updated version of Dev Assistant. For those who don't know, Dev Assistant helps developers set up their environment so they can only focus on code and they don't have to worry about anything else. So as we said, that GNOME 3.16 is going to be included in Fedora 22. It's going to be the default environment. Over here, we have an updated notification system. And also, when a long-running job at terminal completes, you will get a notification at the notification system. As we said, there is a complete redesign of the notification system. And Nautilus is improved at Fedora 22. The grid and list views have been improved, so they provide bigger thumbnails, easier to read rows, and have a more attractive appearance. And the popover has been implemented also so that you can adjust the zoom and the sort order for a single page. So GNOME 3's visuals have been updated for 3.16. The activities overview, the login screen, the system menus, and many other components have been given a new look. So you can get help with the Fedora project at Ask Fedora, at ask.fedoraproject.org. That is, if you have a question, there's a 99% possibility that it's already answered, and it's in Ask Fedora. You can talk to us via IRC at Fedora on irc.freenode.net. We also have mailing lists you can drop us an email at users@list.fedoraproject.org. We have detailed documentation that can be found on docs.fedoraproject.org, and our wiki that contains pretty much everything. So as you may have noticed, I have included the generic users list, mailing users list. Isn't it time for a creation's own mailing list, like HR users? If you agree with me, come and talk, come at our booth, and we will figure it out. So, can I take any questions? Yes?
I read about Fedora Cinnamon edition.
Fedora?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, yes.
What about it?
Yes, that's my mistake. It's going to be included in Fedora 22, like previous Fedora versions. Yes, you're right.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay. All right. Thank you.